She was only 21. Just 21 years old when she became one of the most iconic faces in cinema history. The name Rose DeWitt-Bukater is unforgettable, but the woman behind the role, Kate Winslet, has a story that's just as epic as Titanic itself. From struggling auditions to global stardom, from freezing cold waters to Hollywood fame, this is the untold story of Kate Winslet's Titanic journey.
Notoriety on that level, it does change your life, and external forces kind of crowd in and make you feel potentially a little bit overwhelmed. And I think, how did I handle it? I mean, I think a part of it was just actually trying to stay steady and taking a step back and looking at, okay, how do I want to live my life? You know, do I want to continue at this?
And how it changed her life forever. Humble beginnings. Kate Elizabeth Winslet was born on October 5th, 1975 in Reading, England, into a modest working-class family. Her parents were both actors, but they struggled financially. Kate has often said that her family lived paycheck to paycheck and that she had to rely on free school meals as a child. But one thing was always clear: Kate had a deep love for acting. At just 11 years old, she joined a theater school and started acting in local productions. She wasn't the typical Hollywood pretty child. She was teased for her weight. She faced rejection because she didn't fit the industry's cookie-cutter image of beauty. But what she had was raw, undeniable talent and an unstoppable drive. Her big break before Titanic. Before Titanic, Kate had already caught the eye of filmmakers. Her breakout role came in 1994 in Heavenly Creatures, directed by Peter Jackson. Critics were amazed. Her performance was intense, emotional, and mature.
Very famous pace. I still felt I had to figure out who I was, separate to all of that. I almost felt in many ways I kind of wasn't emotionally ready for that kind of attention.
Yeah.
And also, in a strange way, I didn't get into acting because I wanted Queen or have the attention like that. I did it because I loved it, like you with your beautiful voice. It's a
way beyond her years. Then came Sense and Sensibility in 1995, which earned her an Academy Award nomination at just 20 years old. Hollywood took notice. She was climbing quickly, but what was coming next would be bigger than anything she could have imagined. The Titanic audition. James Cameron was casting for a new film, a massive historical drama about the sinking of the RMS Titanic. He needed a young actress to play Rose, a complex, emotional, rebellious first-class passenger. At first, Kate wasn't his top choice. Several A-list actresses were being considered, including Gwyneth Paltrow and Claire Danes. But Kate was determined. She wanted the role. She fought for it. She sent James Cameron a note that said, "I am your Rose." She begged her agent to push for her. She called Cameron directly, which was considered risky and bold for a young actress. Her screen test? Flawless, emotional, deep, and unforgettable. And just like that, at the age of 21, she became Rose. Filming the Titanic. Filming Titanic was no fairy tale. It was grueling, physically and emotionally exhausting. The set was massive. Water scenes were brutally cold. Kate spent hours soaked.
It's a thing that you feel compelled to do, and you don't actually think about what happens if people actually see any of the movies that I'm in and they're any good. You don't think about that part. So I just took time, and I'm very, very blessed. I had great parents, wonderful siblings, and actually things that mattered, like friendship and food, quite honestly. Like sitting down.
Freezing and shivering. She got hypothermia. She bruised her body. She even chipped a bone in her elbow. She refused to wear a wetsuit under her dress during water scenes, saying it would ruin the performance's authenticity. Kate later admitted that she almost drowned during one take. And yet, she didn't quit. She gave it her all, every single day. Her chemistry with Leonardo DiCaprio? Electric, natural. The two became close friends, and their bond helped bring Jack and Rose to life. The impact of Titanic. When Titanic hit theaters in December 1997, the world changed for Kate Winslet. The film became the highest-grossing movie of all time at that point, earning over $2 billion. Kate's performance earned her another Oscar nomination. But more than that, she became a global icon. Paparazzi followed her.
Conversations that ensue, like after, while you're having a meal, yeah.
Yeah, just normal things that make you feel, okay, this is where I belong. As long as you've got that sort of anchor point, I think that helps a lot, and that's what certainly helped me. But I also think as well, like success, how do we talk about success and what it means to be successful.
Magazines called her the new face of Hollywood. She was on top of the world, but the pressure was intense. She once said, "Suddenly, I was famous. Really, really famous. It was overwhelming. I didn't know how to cope." But Kate didn't chase the spotlight. She didn't use Titanic as a launchpad for commercial fame. Instead, she turned towards smaller, more artistic roles. She stayed true to herself. Her journey after Titanic. After Titanic, many expected Kate to only play glamorous roles. But she surprised everyone, taking on deep, emotional characters in independent films like Iris, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and The Reader, which finally won her an Oscar in 2009. She didn't want to be just Rose. She wanted to be an artist.
In the Philadelphia, in the Delco dialect, that is really difficult. They don't say, "That's nice." They say, "That's nice. I like your bike." Success for me is how I feel on the inside. For me, the greatest achievement of my life is raising.
And she succeeded. In interviews, she has spoken honestly about body image, fame, and the pressure young women face in the film industry. She's now known not just for her talent, but also for her strength, honesty, and refusal to be defined by Hollywood standards. Today, Kate Winslet is more than just the girl who played Rose. She's a mother, an activist, an award-winning actress, and a role model. But it all began with a 21-year-old woman who dared to dream big, pushed for the role she believed in, and delivered a performance that the world will never forget. She was only 21 when she became Rose, and the world still hasn't let go.